I know you're very much proud of your identity and your tribe, but have you ever bothered to trace your ancestry to know where you're actually from? Do you know who you are by root, by ancestry root? Have you explored your roots to see if your lineage connects to another tribe? Our origins are often shaped by history, displacement during the war, settlements born from exploration, or the coming together of a few individuals with shared interests who laid the foundation of what we now presently call home. And it's really sad that we don't give these people their honors. It's really sad we don't give these people the deserving respect, because that is where everybody actually came from. We came from a root, actually. We came from a source. That is exactly where our faith, our belief system started. Since the dawn of time, man has been on a relentless journey of exploration. The idea of leaving one's homeland in search of greener pastures, it didn't start today. It's not a modern concept. It has been there for a long time. It is deeply rooted in the history of our ancestors. In the past, whenever a man sets out to go find greener pastures, he mostly doesn't return. His reward out there is settling or forming a settlement, conquering lands, or integrating himself into the system of other people, forming many communities we know by their names today. This pattern of migration and settlement happened in many tribes, but I want to focus on the Igbo people alone. Specifically, a place I have a deep respect for their tradition, unwavering commitment to preserving its traditions, in the Arondizuogu. Now, Arondizuogu, politically or geographically, is known as part of the Imo people, Imo state people. But the ancestry of Arondizuogu people is traced to Nise and Agolo region in Anambra state and Arochukwu in Abia state. So technically, they do not have an ancestry with the typical Imo. The story began with two friends, Izogu and Iheme, who decided to settle in a part of Imo state, forming what we know today as Arondizuogu. According to history, Izogu originated from Arochukwu in Abia state, while Iheme came from the Nise Agolo region in Anambra state. Due to the considerable distance between their homelands, they sought a location that would allow them to maintain their friendship and brotherhood and their bond. This led them to settle in an area in the Imo State region that later became today what we know as Arondizuogu. So technically, the ancestry of the Arondizuogu people is not deeply tied to the Imo State, but Anambra and Abia states. It's not actually tied to the indigenous present day of Imo State, but rather to their origins of Abia State and Anambra State. The deep connection and respect for tradition is quite evident in their cultural practices. Unlike many Igbos who would travel for Christmas, or even very excited to travel for Christmas, to celebrate, the Arondizuogu people will just relax, waiting for you people to return to prepare for theirs. They're not going for anything. They only prepare for that Ikeji. They travel from different places, distance, miles away, kilometers away, to come back for the celebration of the Ikeji festival. And I've always wanted to grace that very event, because right from childhood, I've been hearing of the Ikeji. That is the reason why I love the song of the Great Pericoma. The point is that the Ikeji festival is quite significant and cultural event that marks their calendar year. They can't joke with it. They won't even trade it for anything. In fact, they are the only people in Igbo land I can tell you that they have a significant and a peculiar tradition that they respect, different from what other people respect. You could say that they're only people in the Igbo land, or evident enough in Igbo land, that they've not been conquered by Christianity. They've not been conquered, yet they are living a good pattern. Similarly, my own town, Arondizuogu in Agota local government in Anambra state, has a history rooted in exploration and settlement. The town's founder is Izuchukwu, who was a great hunter from Oga Enumuezoga, also in Anambra state, very close to Arondizuogu, the present day Arondizuogu. During one of his hunting expeditions, he was known as a hunter, a great hunter. He ventured into vast lands of present day Arondizuogu to hunt for elephants and other wildlife. It was during one of these expeditions that he successfully hunted an elephant, a moment that marked the beginning of his settlement in the present-day Arondizuogu, my hometown. Over time, Arondizuogu had reasons to return to Oga, bringing more people, warriors, and friends, who eventually procreated and expanded into what we know today as Arondizuogu. History is a journey, one that reveals our interconnectedness and the legacy of our ancestors. Have you traced your own origin? Have you explored the story of your people? Do you know who you are? Truly, do you know who you are beyond city life? Do you know who you are beyond who you are? Understanding where we come from does not divide us. Rather, it strengthens our bond and appreciation for our shared past. In the end, we are all travelers in the same path of discovery, just like our forefathers were.